Happy Wednesday, everyone. Today's topic is procrastination. I've recently been reading this book by Mel Robbins, 5-Second Rule. I've heard about it a lot of times, but I haven't actually read the book until now. It is fantastic and highly recommend. It's got some really interesting information about procrastination in general. And this is something that Natalie and I have talked a lot about in the past that I think all of us struggle with, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it really is something that really blocks us from moving forward in life with things or improving our life in different ways. This can really stop you from doing the things that you want to do or the things that you know that you should be doing. So there's quite a simple explanation to why procrastination happens. And it's not sort of lack of willpower. It's not laziness. It is that you are stressed and overwhelmed. It can also be like you're stressed about something else in your life that is impacting your overwhelm and stress levels, and that shows up as procrastination in some other area of your life. So it could be that you're stressed about your financial situation, but then you procrastinate on work, or you're stressed about work and you procrastinate about your health. So basically, when you have a high level of stress in your life, it can be really hard to move forward with things or get things done.
Yeah, and I think this is something I feel like we all procrastinate to some level, to some
Yeah.
degree, even if we don't do it. And I feel like we do it maybe it's worse during certain times as well, or maybe when you're going out of your comfort zone to try something new, or like it's something maybe that isn't a habit or something that you would do automatically. It's something like could be something new, like you need to make a phone call to someone that you've never spoken to, and it's like a little bit uncomfortable, and you're like, I'm going to do that later, or like send an email and you're not exactly sure what to write. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to do it later. But the thing is, like, all those tiny things stack up. And then you're suddenly sitting there and you're like insanely overwhelmed and stressed because you just have too many tiny things that you haven't done. And I really like to think about it like anything that takes less than 2 minutes, just do it straight away. I heard someone say that, and I really like that idea because it's so true. And I think also doing something straight away, if you can, takes you out of perfectionism. Because that is something that I struggle with. If I look at what I put off or procrastinate, it's something that I want to do really well, or I don't want to get it wrong. And I'm scared of making a mistake. I'm like putting it off because I want to be perfect in some way.
That's also an issue for me, like perfectionism. So often I would procrastinate when I have something that's new or something I
Yeah.
haven't done before. Or also when I have a lot of things on my plate, like I've just ended up with a long to-do list. And that's something we also talked about before, Natalie, is like we often, instead of just doing something, I love the 2-minute rule, because often
Yeah.
instead of just doing something, we'll put it on the to-do list to
Exactly.
do
Yeah.
later. And it's just like, if
Yeah.
it takes just a few minutes, like just do it straight away, like
Yeah.
when you're motivated to do it. And I
Mm.
think also Mel Robbins' 5-Second Rule, which the book is based around, is really good as well. So like when you get an urge to do something, just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then move. Like just do it. Like if you're in bed and you need
Yeah.
to get out of bed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get out of bed. Or open your computer and start writing that email just to
Yeah.
get moving, like within a few seconds.
Yeah. I really agree with that as well. Just moving forward. I've also heard someone say people that are successful, talking about business, and people that are successful overall, they move fast. They move fast. They make decisions fast. And me as a, no, like I've always been a pretty indecisive person. I really try to practice that. Like even with a restaurant with menu, I'm like, I struggle to make a decision, even with the most like, uh, that really doesn't matter what I pick.
Yeah.
But like I can really just stay stuck in that in between state of making a decision. And I think just practicing that, make the decisions fast, even if it results in you feeling like, oh, I should have maybe written that differently or said that differently. At least you got it done. And I don't think it would have mattered as much as you think if you changed one sentence or if you've done something just a little bit differently. I really think
Yeah.
just practicing getting away from perfectionism. Like done is better than perfect, progress over perfection. Just try to keep telling yourself that instead of putting things off because you want them to be perfect.
Yeah, and I think that's great to like practice making decisions fast. Like do that with
Yeah.
small things. Like I've started doing that
Yeah.
in general. Like if
Yeah.
you're at the store and you're picking between blueberry yogurt, strawberry yogurt, just like
Yeah.
make that decision as fast as you can. Like pick one of them
Yeah.
just as fast as you can and then just move forward. Like try to make
Yeah.
those decisions like really, really fast. I've tried to do that at restaurants now as well because I'm the same at restaurants. I just
Yeah.
takes so takes so long to just decide on what to eat, and it doesn't matter that much. Like it's not
No.
a
It's
life
one
changing
meal
thing.
in your
Yeah, it's
entire
one
lifetime.
exactly. It's
You're not even going to
ridiculous.
remember it.
No, exactly. Just like pick your dish and then enjoy your time at the restaurant. Like don't sit there
Yeah.
and think forever. And also, there are no wrong decisions because you
Yeah.
don't know what the outcome would have been if you chose the other way. So it's like
Yeah.
the faster you can make decisions, the more you can move forward in life and the less time you will spend just overthinking or analyzing things.
Yeah. Talking about the restaurant situation, it just really made me think about men, the
Hmm.
comparison between women and men. I don't know if your fiance Tarek is the same way, but Victor and I'm at the restaurant, I'm going to pick something. I'm like, I can't decide, can't make up my mind. I even ask him sometimes, what do you think I should pick? Because
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't
I do
know.
that also. Yes.
He never asks me what he should
No.
pick, or like maybe sometimes, but it's very, very rarely. And he usually just scans the menu, 5 seconds. He's like, "Yep, I'll have the meat," or like,
Yep.
"I'll have the hamburger." But I'm just there, like, oh, so indecisive, the biggest decision ever. And it's just interesting. I think also maybe we as women, we are a little bit more in our emotions. We are maybe not as risky just overall. I think we're a little bit more careful and we want to make the right decision. We want to be good, perfect, do everything so well all the time. And I feel like that could also be a thing. Like could be a
Mm.
gender difference.
Yeah, that's
Um,
actually super interesting. It's the same
yeah,
for us over here. It's like I've never helped Tarek decide what to eat, but he's
no,
constantly having to help me decide what to eat.
yeah. I think just girls are a little bit more like, you have to be careful. Don't go out at night. Don't talk to strangers.
Yep.
Like, it's so different for us, I think. But we are a little bit more vulnerable in society. So maybe that has something to do with it as well.
I think that's very possible. And like
Mm.
usually when you have these small examples, like a restaurant menu
Yeah.
choice, like usually that reflects in different ways in bigger things as well. So I think that's a really
Yeah.
interesting, yeah, it's a really
Yeah,
interesting
that's
thing.
so true.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And because I was also thinking about it, like in traffic, it's such a, I think it's just risk taking and daring to make mistakes is such an interesting topic. I would love to do another episode on just talking about being able to take more risks and being okay with mistakes. Because I feel like when I drive, it just made me think of like when I drive, I automatically think that I have done something wrong. If someone beeps, it's me. Like,
Mm.
even if it isn't me, I just assume that everything, like, I'm doing something wrong or like it was on me. And with Victor, he's like, he does everything right in traffic. It's everyone else's fault. Like, it's never him. And he is a really good driver. But it's just funny because I am automatically like, okay, this is my fault. And he's the complete opposite. And I also think maybe that has something to do with like risk taking as well.
Yeah. And also, like, I think that could be connected to a bit of people pleasing.
Yeah, I think
Like,
so as well. Yeah, being
yeah,
scared of how the other person will react.
yeah, yeah.
If
It's
I
like, oh
send
my
that
God, I did
email,
something
if I do
wrong.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Interesting. And I mean, women in general, like, we're sort of taught to be people pleasers. Like, be a
yeah.
good girl and, don't be loud and don't take up too much space and don't be a
Yeah.
bitch and all of that
Yeah, don't be
stuff.
a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. You would say that to a man.
Oh, no. No.
No, it's
No,
true.
but that's also,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like also the opposite. Like men, don't cry,
Mm.
don't
Yeah.
don't be a little bitch, don't no, but don't cry, don't be weak, don't
Yeah. Don't show
that's it's kind
emotions.
of
Get up.
yeah, exactly.
Like brush it
Yeah,
off.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
so true as well. Yeah,
Mm.
because they're not even allowed to show that part. So it goes both
Yeah.
ways. Like there are negatives
Yeah.
and positives. I think just being aware of these things, that it
Mm.
can affect you as a woman,
Yeah.
and how to break free of those norms, I think is a
Exactly.
good thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, but it's really true. So another thing that we talked about was being able to forgive yourself for procrastinating.
Yeah, so in the book, there's mention of a study that they did on a bunch of students. And if the students forgave themselves for procrastinating, they were more likely to be successful in the future. So I think that's something super interesting. And also, I think people that procrastinate in general, like hold themselves to a really high standard, like they'd want to do really well. And that's why they get stressed and overwhelmed and have all these negative emotions. So that's also something really good to think about. Be kind to yourself, like have self compassion and don't beat yourself up for procrastinating.
Yeah.
Just give yourself compassion and forgive yourself. And then you'll be probably more successful in not doing it again, not procrastinating again.
I really love that. Just trying to not be so hard on yourself, and also being kind to yourself. I think that's what you practice when you do that. I'm going to try that next time, because I've never ever thought of like forgiving myself after
Same.
procrastinating. I'm just like, it builds up, and then I'm like, I reach a certain point where I'm like, I just have to take everything off right now, because I
Yeah.
can't take it anymore. Like it's too much. And it's just, yeah, you reach a certain point. You're like, I have to fix
Mm.
this. And then after I do that, I'm like, I feel so good. But instead of
Yeah.
being like, you were just so, you wanted to do it all so perfectly, like, it's okay, you be kind. Instead, I'm like, why didn't I just do all this
Yeah.
earlier? Like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with me?
Yes.
Why are you like this? It's like the opposite. So I'm really going to try to be nice to myself next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I do exactly the
procrastinating.
same. Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I get not angry with myself, but like
No,
frustrated. It's like,
frustrated.
what have you been doing? Like, why were you
Yeah.
watching TV for 3 hours? Like, when you could have been
Yeah.
doing this instead.
You could
So
have
I
just
think,
gotten everything done. And you would
yes,
have been
yes.
so chill.
Yeah, exactly. But that's really
Yeah.
good, I think. Just practice that or like be conscious of it because
Yeah.
in this case, like forgiveness is more efficient than being angry at yourself.
Yeah. And also, according to the study, you're less likely to procrastinate the next time. So
Yes,
many
exactly.
benefits.
Yes, a lot of benefits. Self love and self compassion always wins. It's always the best.
Yeah.
Work with yourself, not against yourself. In summary, so when you procrastinate, you are not lazy, you don't have lack of willpower, you're just overwhelmed and stressed. And there are some ways that you can get going to do things. I think, Natalie, your 2 minute thing is a really good way. So basically anything that takes you less than 2 minutes, just do it straight away. Like don't put it on a list or anything, just do it. And another way is Mel Robbins' 5 second rule. So whenever you feel the urge to do something, count backwards 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take action. And in general, be compassionate with yourself. And as this study showed, it is much better to forgive yourself than being angry at yourself for not having done anything. And if you forgive yourself and you are compassionate with yourself, then you are less likely to procrastinate in the future. So be kind to yourself and just help yourself move forward with things.
Exactly. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Love Club. And we will see you next week on Wednesday with another episode.
Bye.
Bye.